Hey guys, the Zenless Zone Zero X5 Lite from GameSir. These are the special editions that were sent to me just for me to share my opinion with you guys. They have 4 different colors total. The black one, which I featured in my review, the wasabi one, which is also on their website. And these, as far as I know, you cannot get them from GameSir directly, not at least as an international buyer. Rather, you have to use means where you could buy from China, for example, AliExpress. And so we have 2 different colors. We have the white one and we have the black one, and we'll just open them both and see what they look like. And those special editions should have some goodies in the box. Much like the original models, we have the different spacers so that depending on the size of the phone or tablet that you're trying to fit, all the instructions on this one are in Chinese, again, because as far as I know, this is only available in the Chinese market. And this is the black model. Now, as far as features, you retain everything that you have from the previous model, which is to have membrane face buttons, membrane D-pad. We have those very silent tactile shoulders and membrane triggers. No extra buttons or anything, but in the back you can see here that it says Zenless Zone Zero. Nothing different when you strap it open. And on the other end, that's what you see here. There is a little bit of printing on the shell itself. Looks really nice, and with the orange accent, it's a pretty nice look overall. Personally, I like this one better. You can fit pretty much any Android phone, which that looks like exactly as if it was a handheld of some sort. Reflection is hard on autofocus. I'm just gonna set manual for the time being. But yes, you could fit an Android phone much like you could fit an iPhone. They work as well. Of course, the USB-C iPhones work just fine. Oh, and yeah, there's a USB-C pass-through right here. But before we move to the other model, let's just look at what else was in the box. We have this little card. Let me open it. I played just very little of Zenless Zone Zero. I was not really into the instance. I was hoping for an open world, but as far as like gameplay, aesthetic, it was absolutely phenomenal. It's just unfortunate that it was not what I was looking for, essentially. But this is what we have here. Comes in this nice little car protector, very good quality. And here we have this holographic style card. It's actually, I'd say, more like even a little piece of cardboard almost. Man, even the edges, the trim on the sides have the not holographic, but you probably know what I mean. Yeah, and this is what we have here, official collaboration between GameSir and Zenless Zone Zero. Pretty nice looking. And then of course, this as if it is a phone taking a picture, and we can just insert it back in to protect our artwork. But we could also just put something else in it if we wanted. And I think, yeah, so there is a little bit of plastic here in the back. It's not sticky or anything, but now it's like way clearer. And the front is printed on the plastic. So yeah, great quality overall, looks great. Okay, so as far as the card, it's the exact same thing as what you get. So regardless of the color you go for, you'll get the same insert with the card in it and your spacers here. And then of course the controller here is, and you know, they call it white, but I find it's a little more beige than it is white. I wouldn't really consider this white. Definitely like a very like fine, you know, what we would call a white beach, right? If you ever been to a white sand beach, it's not actually white, but it's very pale beige. That's kind of what this looks like. And then with the orange accents, I tend to like the black one a little bit better, but you know, I find that they both look nice. And here we are connected to the Y700 Gen 4, which is pretty much the maximum that'll fit. Like you can tell that I'm trying to stretch it to the maximum, and I don't really have a lot of play left, but it'll definitely fit the Y700. And I'd argue that it's probably the best device to use it on because it feels so nice, so light. And I'm on the GameSir Minecraft Discord, the GameSir Minecraft official server. I'm on a Bedrock client, but this is actually a Java. I didn't even know that was a thing before the server existed. Now, usually when I play on my PC. I'm like fully decked out. I have been going hard on the server, and so yeah, I'm trying to find where my settlement is. I think it's all the way back there. Actually, no, it's not. But anyways, yes. And so this is the X5 Lite. I mean, I already have a whole video covering the entire controller, and it's been benchmarked using my PC. So in terms of performance, in terms of what you can and cannot do, I have a video that goes over it all. But if you wanted to see the special edition models, that's the video for it, since I kept that separate. And so yeah, oh, there it is. I can see my mob farm all the way back there. So let's go visit my settlement, which I'm not much of a builder. I'm way more an adventurer, if anything. But I've been playing a lot of Minecraft in my days. Oh, which actually, let's look at something. I don't know if you guys knew that, but some devices, not all devices, are starting to have vibrant visuals. And look at that, I have it enabled. And as far as I understand, it's only available in Bedrock right now. This is a Java server, but because I'm using a Bedrock client, I'm able to use vibrant visuals. Man, past 100 on vibrant visuals, the Snapdragon 8 Elite is a beast, which by the way, yes, there will be a review. And while I'm doing this, let me address the fact that right now I am behind pretty much on my entire production. Reason being that I am working from a new apartment, a new studio where I'm building for content, and I still need a bit more time to finish everything to bring it up to what I would consider to be acceptable. And you know, I'm a little bit picky with that. I'm trying to make my content look good, but I am starting from scratch, and I guess I underplayed the amount of work required in my mind, but I'm almost there. But yes, this is it. This is my mob farm all the way up here. It's a fun server. It has this Incendium mod. So there's a lot of things I had never seen before, especially in the Nether. You have like a lot of different biomes that pretty much did not know existed. And this is the controller. This is the setup you're looking at right here. Has been like my before falling asleep setup. If I'm not playing with the Switch 2, because of course I'm playing that a lot these days, I'm pretty much using this setup. If you don't know, this has two modes. The one that I'm using right now on Android, but it also has a Switch mode. There probably wouldn't be a reason to do that, but I'm kind of curious to test it just for, you know, just for beeps and giggles, as they say. You do have a Switch mode on the X5 Lite. And so look at that. Of course, again, I wouldn't play like that, but if I was to use a female USB-C to male USB-C, I could effectively play the Switch 2 or Switch 1 with this controller. It's just not having a USB-C to the side. You're not really able to leverage that feature for the Switch or on the Switch itself. It's about the width. It's almost exactly the width of a Y700, which means that if somehow there was ever an adapter that could reroute the USB-C off to the side, you could technically use that straight on a Switch. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because man, these controllers, they weigh nothing. Now, you wouldn't have all the features because it doesn't have rumble, it doesn't have gyro. There is a rumored version which has been leaked pretty much in China. Well, there's two versions really, as far as what I picked up. There is one, from what I understand, will be marketed to be sold with some of their devices. I don't know exactly the name, but there's another one that is also the X5 Pro, which GameSir, as far as I know, has not made an international posting on that, but that one would be wireless, use no USB-C, so it is much like the G8 Plus Galileo. It is a Bluetooth controller, and that one would be fully compatible with Switch 1 and Switch 2. Now, I don't know when that'll release, and of course, I'd love to get my hands on one to review for you guys. Until then, if that's not what you're looking for, you don't care for that feature, the X5 Lite remains a controller that caught me off guard. It's uncommon for me to go for something for convenience over just having the most features or the most options. And this is that controller to pretty much shock me beyond compare these days, because I tend to default to this one just because it's so light, it's so flexible, and I at this point in time, at least, I don't need for more. It's so affordable. That's a quick video. I'm working on getting my production up to snuff, so I apologize for the delays. I know you guys are waiting for Y700 review, for the ZD-O Plus Excellence review. There's a lot of things in the pipeline. It's gonna happen. I just need a bit more time. So again, my apologies, but thank you very much for sticking here and for being patient with me, and content is going to pour out at a more regular pace very soon. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.